This morning's ride was in Tehachapi, the TMTA Lehigh Trail Network. I rode a couple new trails today, so I tried some jump line that I was told about, and I also did Jaws. And I rode back up and did Crazy Horse, so we've seen that one before. This was the jump line I was told about. I was riding it blind, so next time I ride, I'll probably end up taking a little bit more speed into everything. The problem with that is I was landing in the transition of pretty much every jump. They're not very big, and so if I took a lot more speed into everything, I'd be landing flat on every single jump, and most of them don't have much of a transition anyway, so you're jumping flat. It's a little bit uncomfortable after a while. I'm not sure if it's done being built. They're building a bridge towards the bottom, so I don't know if they're going to extend it further after that, but after the bridge it looks like there's a tabletop and a couple gaps that are probably bigger than the rest of what I took. So you'll see up here I run out of real estate pretty soon. There's a construction sign and warning you to stop. So I went back around and I'll show you the bridge going under it later. This trail is Jaws. It's a short trail, pretty neat trail. Comes off the main climb and you just drop into it. Goes in and out of the valley or the canyon there. It's a pretty neat trail, has a little bit of tech, some high-speed berms. It's got a wooden feature that drops you into, I don't even know what it's supposed to drop you into yet, but it's a quick climb right out of it. Once you go in, you're gonna have to drop a couple gears and pedal up. This is the wood feature drop to a quick climb. The Skydio 2 drone does an amazing job of not getting caught in the trees. I don't know how it did it. I went through this little thatch of trees and it shook a little bit, but it never crashed, so it avoided the obstacles really well and only lost me a couple times. I had to stop a few times, but it did keep up for the most part and not crash. This is the bridge being built. Looks like you're going to have two options. One's just the easy roll over the top of it. The other is to launch it and actually drop to the downhill transition. Back on Crazy Horse again. It was riding pretty smooth. I had a little bit too much air in my tires, so there was quite a few times that I was actually slipping up from the loose gravel. I think if I dropped down 2 psi front, 2 psi rear, I think it would have been a lot easier. But it was riding really well, a little bit fast, so it's kind of nice. One of the things you don't notice from the drone angle is that the trail is actually very narrow. It's really steep, it's a little bit off camber, and there's quite a bit of exposure. So if you were to slip off, you get a bit of a fall. Right here, there's a new section, so on the rider's left, it drops down a little bit lower. I should have taken it. I saw it a little bit late. I want to see what that part of the trail is like. It looks like it joins up pretty quickly, though. This spot used to drop into a dry creek bed. No surprises with all the rain we've had. It's back to being a creek again. Actual water flowing through it. So right there you can see the mud, but it turns into water right after that. So I decided to find a new route, climb back up, find a new trail, went around it. The rest of the ride was a little bit boring. I went through the rock garden, um, and then rode the trail out. There's a small little jump line as you get to the truck, but other than that, that's it.